All right, hey, this is my 5th video. It's going to answer a bunch of questions that have been asked. We're moving soon. We sold our house, so I got to do this now, and then I got to get busy moving. So 04 DRAM 04, he said, make sure you pump your brakes. Just so you all know, when you put this in low, the engine can slow you down. It does bring you to a stop, but you don't like eliminate braking. It's not like I haven't had the brakes on in 4 years. I just don't use many brakes. I let the engine slow me to a stop, and then I apply the brakes just to hold. So the brakes are being moved on and off constantly, but they're just not running and sliding and wearing out the pads. So that's how I do it, and you get used to it. My son drives this car and my wife drives it. I'm sure she doesn't do that as much as I do, so the brakes are getting used. Ryan Williams said, hey, can you point out stuff about the My Chevrolet app and preconditioning and snow tires? So here we go. I don't have the My Chevy app running anymore. I let it expire because I can't afford it. I can't afford the Wi-Fi monthly. I can't afford OnStar, all that stuff. But you can do all that if you want. Pay 20 here, 30 there a month, and have all this great stuff. So I have a picture of the My Chevrolet app. My Chevrolet, it gives you facts and stats, like how much you've used in the month and how long you've charged, how much gas you've saved, all that stuff. You can get that as an email too. I still get mine as an OnStar email. I don't know how long that lasts. It's over 4 years now, but it tells you every month how much you've driven and how many kilowatts you've used and everything, and that's pretty cool. As for preconditioning, Ryan Williams said to talk about that. Well, what you do, what's really cool here is you start your car, you pre-start it, and all you get is a light on. You just see the lights on the headlights and taillights. And what it does in the winter, it warms your car. It actually notices it's cold out and it starts heating it inside, which will take battery power. And in the summer, it puts the air conditioning on and pre-cools it that way. And that's really neat. Like you can get in the car after 5 minutes of that and the car is completely cool in the summer. But it does use electricity. You're going to use your batteries for that. Like be sparingly on it in the winter because these things go through a lot of power in the winter if you're heating the vehicle all day long. And then as far as snow tires go, I don't have snow tires on it. I use the all seasons that came with it and they work fine because it's a front wheel drive. It's really good in the snow, but I'm sure snow tires are better. Okay, a lot of people are saying discuss the range and stuff like that. Okay, with range, you're right. If you're on the freeway, if you're on the highway, if you're going at high speeds, the higher you go, the more you're going through your battery. So my range, what I get and my savings are based on mostly city, but a little bit of highway. I'm not all city. I probably go on the highway 1 or 2 days a week. So you get even better range if you're just city. The slower you go, the better. And obviously in the winter, if you don't put your heat on as much and if you don't put the air conditioning on in the summer. So my kilometers I get, near 600 kilometers per charge. That is based on, that's kilometers too, not miles. So do the math on that. But that's based on mostly city. So you're right. If you were on the highway every day and you work 6 days a week and got to travel on a freeway, you'll get less range. For sure. Level 2 versus 3, level 2 versus 3 versus 110. Here's what I did. I did a test with my 110 charger and I got a little bit more charging done. It was, I guess, near 610, 620, it said on my kilometers. When I go level 2, I get about 585 to 6. And level 3, I haven't done in over a year. I don't have to do level 3, but it goes really quickly. And at the last few minutes, it slows down so it doesn't blow your car up. But 110 is great for it. I've heard it's way better to charge on the 110, the slower charge, better for your batteries and stuff. But I do level 2 all the time. And it takes me about, I'm going to say about 6, 7 hours, 8 hours to do a car if it's around a quarter tank and you need it filled. But it's good. I don't think it's hurting the batteries. I think the way they've designed it. Daryl Wizard, a guy named Daryl Wizard. Daryls are great. I love the name Daryl too. So Daryl Wizard said, hey, electricity costs to go up in the future. Promise you make a video on that. So yeah, I get it. That's the sarcasm part of this whole thing. So here's the thing. I pay for the electricity in my home and I charge my car in my home. So yeah, I guess if the whole world went electric, and I don't know what those costs will be, but I guess everybody's electricity is going to go up. They're not going to just penalize the guys with the cars because they don't know who has the car. So I hear this from so many people that are anti-EV, and be anti-EV. I don't care if you don't ever want one. You know, I see Facebook remarks where people have the laughing icon. Fine, don't buy one then. I'm not forcing you to do it. But if my electricity costs go up, let's say next year, you know, they're noticing that everybody's using more power or whatever. If my electricity goes up, and it hasn't gone up in 4 years, but if it does, we're all going up. Like your house is going up even though you don't have an EV. So we're all in the same boat. If people are alluding to, if you go charging in other places like malls or the chargers out there going up, I think they already have. They used to be free. My first 3 years I was free. Now they're charging for it. So those already have gone up. I just don't use them. I use my home charger at the same rate I pay for my lights, same rate I pay for my oven to be on. So yeah, we're all going to go up one day. And the unfortunate thing, all the people that are fighting EVs are going to go up too. Everybody's rate's going to go up. So anyway, there goes that argument. So, but yeah, I promise to make a video if it goes up. I promise, and I made that promise. I'll make a video when costs go up and I'll tell you how much they went up. But they won't go up much. It's not going to be like gas prices rising. Come on. So anyways, long trips. I'm going to discuss this now. I don't use this for long trips. You could go. I know people that drive 3 hours and then they charge. I'm not that kind of guy to drive for 3 hours and pull over and charge for an hour and then start again and then 3 hours later charge again. I want to get there. So I'm going to show you my other ride. This is a city driver. I use this just to get around, pick up crap, go to the thrift stores and whatever you do, you drive around and you get your stuff done. But I have a second ride, which is really fuel efficient. And that's what I use for my long trips. And that's that guy. Now, this is my other ride. This is a 2018 Canyon diesel. This thing's got a 4-cylinder diesel in it. I get about 800 to 900 kilometers city. And I get about 1,100 or so, maybe 1,200 if I'm driving flat highway. So this is my other ride. I don't drive it much, which is why I don't buy a lot of fuel, but I do go about twice a year, 2 times a year to fuel this up, unless I go on a trip. Right now, we're on a trip. We're in beautiful Cranbrook, BC, so we took this on a trip. I don't take the Bolt on long trips. I'm not that kind of guy to sit and charge 5 times during a trip. So this is for our long trips. This is also to go get gravel, pick up lumber. It's my other ride. And I never ever wanted to be a GM guy for all my vehicles, but it just turned out that way. I like my Bolt and I like this. Whether it's the Canyon or the Colorado, they're both the same, but those 4-cylinder diesels are pretty good. They tow anything. It's got everything I need. All right, I hope you felt that informative. Thanks for being a subscriber. I hope I can help anyone with questions. Send questions away. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. I have a bunch of friends now that have EVs. I can ask questions. I don't know everything. I just like having the thing. I love saving money and not having to go buy a gas station. Yeah, it cost me 40 grand to get this car, but you know what? I haven't had to go to a gas station with a car. The truck, I only go twice a year, but with the car, I never go. For 4 years now, over 4 years, I haven't driven into a gas station unless I needed a lottery ticket. So anyways, enjoy your days. Everybody be safe. And whoever buys an EV, you're going to love it. Take care. See you next time.